sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. Now he's free at the 35. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one?
Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You look at this Colt defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And some room to run now. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
On the check.
First down, right back to Judkins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Sanders. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play.
On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction. There brings up second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Let's go now. Crack all 80.
On first down, here's Jenkins.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jenkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
On third down, here's Jenkins.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
A 61-yard attempt.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Once again, Judkins.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
140 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
An inside run with Judkins.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for the... After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Good strength, gets him a little extra and gets them some breathing room as he's tackled shy of the 10.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A give up the middle, Judkins.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just about on his own goal line. change of possession. Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Sanders to throw. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Browns strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in it.
Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say that, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw is Sanders. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Sanders. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line.
5 seconds, no timeouts. Here we go. One last shot for Richardson.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone.